Embracing failure as a path to rapid growth. And the reality is what I'm encouraging you to run towards. So what helps you bounce back from failure the most? Support from others, personal reflection, learning new skills, or setting new goals?
I gotta say personal reflection, man. If I have a failure, I just gotta remind myself of what I'm capable of and what I've done.
Is it support from others? Is it learning new skills? Or is it pausing and saying, damn it, I'm setting a new goal?
When I view failure and moving down a path, I've already become one with the fact there's going to be tons of them. I'm just constantly reflecting on the action or whatever I did that failed so I can learn, know how to do it a little bit different again.
Today, we're going to reveal how those setbacks you're afraid of can become the greatest comebacks. Marty, I'm going to start off with you. How have you used failure as a learning tool?
Yes.
What's basketball? I wrestled through high school. I played D1, but I ran into some struggles. I had times where my coach played me. He didn't want to play me.
If people are hating on it, I think you're on the right track because you touched something inside them. Whatever you said prompted something they're not used to dealing with.
How has it built that mental toughness and resilience for you, John, when you keep getting beaten up, knocked down, and you're like, I gotta keep getting back up?
Basically, when I learned to pursue failure rather than run from it, that's when I learned. Once I started to realize, and it came through weightlifting, I started to realize that I'm trying to lift a weight that I can't. And every time I pushed towards that, it just started to open up my mind.
Talk of reframing failure and using it as a feedback mechanism.
When you get in that failure stage, you're probably going in the right direction.
But John, how do you create a safe environment for failure? When you're coaching your clients,
I think the first thing that a person has to understand in the pursuit of failure is that it's going to be uncomfortable. So one of the things that I think to myself is that you have to learn to become comfortable when everything around you becomes uncomfortable. You got to play to their personality. So I guess what it comes down to is how do I make it safe for someone? I look at them as an individual, look at their personality, something that's going to talk to them, that's going to make them feel like stepping into that place of being uncomfortable is actually the safe place. Let them see the path they're on is exactly what they want.
Marty, how do you sit down with them and say, it's okay, the big goal is this, but let's sit down and reflect upon what happened today. Let's achieve the small piece so that we can make the small pieces add up to achieving the big goal.
Yeah, so if we're talking about fitness specifically, you're not going to hit the PR every week. You're not going to perform your best every week. A lot of people, they'll take that loss and they'll beat themselves up and just give up. You messed up one time. Calm down. I just make it clear that it's okay to be human, and I try not to beat my clients up. As long as they're putting the effort in, I'm very empathetic. But if you ain't putting the effort in, we're going to have a different conversation.
Johnny, talk about building confidence.
Yes.
And what I'll into this one, especially on a weightlifting side of things, that to me is the example of confidence through small wins.
And the small win thing is absolutely key. There's no question about it. One of the methodologies that I coach and I teach when it comes to weightlifting is don't look at the numbers. You look at the effort that you bring. If you focus on the stuff you can control, you are going to stack up many wins.
The fact that you're here bench pressing is a small win. Don't let this mess your whole day up because you aren't where you were 5 months ago.
Whatever you're afraid of today, run towards it.